There are more than 300 miles of shoreline in Sarasota Bay, and a majority of it is comprised of concrete seawalls that are not only detrimental to the bay, but costly to repair.
A regular seawall damages our bay. Waves reflect off the seawall. It stirs up the bay. It makes the bay more turbid, which means it's less clear. When a bay is less clear, seagrasses can't grow in its shallower water, or in the deeper waters. And when they can't grow, they can also make it less turbid. If we get this bay to where it's clear like it was in the 20s, the water will be clear year-round. And part of that is enhancing the water quality through dampening the damaging effects of seawalls, as well as damaging effects of fertilizer runoff and habitat destruction. Well, this project addresses them all. And Marie Selby Botanical Gardens is a fantastic place to demonstrate from the rainforest to the sea what can be done to make the bay a better place.
Selby Gardens seawalls are in need of a repair, and this competition is the perfect opportunity to start the next generation of living seawalls that, instead of being detrimental to the environment, will actually enhance the environment.
Living shorelines use plants, sand, and a limited amount of rock to anchor the soil and protect the land from the surf. The Living Shoreline team will develop and test at Selby Gardens a new generation of living seawalls that are comparable in cost, environmentally superior, more readily permitted, that can be produced locally and enhance local ecotourism.
One of the great things about the Living Shorelines project and this team is that we will bring together experts from all different disciplines to design from an environmental point of view, as well as a structural and physical engineering point of view, and a government permitting point of view, designs that satisfy all those various criteria.
If you look back behind me, you'll see there's an oyster bed and there's a old seawall that's flat. Right in front of it, there's no oysters. It's because the waves, as a high energy area there, kick back. They don't allow the mangroves to stabilize it. They don't allow the oysters to grow. It becomes a dead zone. By putting a living seawall in there, we can restore that zone, gaining back the oysters and gaining back the habitat that actually helps protect the land from erosion.
The environmentally friendly seawall designs that will come out of this project will be practical, economical, and permittable, and radically change the way people look at seawalls in this community.
Well, Selby Gardens is a crown jewel right here on Sarasota Bay. We already have over 150,000 visitors each year. We educate more than 6,000 school children each year. So that makes us uniquely positioned to become quite an educational center for bay habitat.
It creates jobs here in town, not just improving our environment, but also improving our local economy. And these living seawalls are scalable. It doesn't apply just here in Sarasota. It can be exported to neighboring communities and, in fact, around Florida and the world. So this has a tremendous potential commercial impact and scope.
This will help make Sarasota Bay a tourist destination where tourists could come here and visit, perhaps take a tour by boat, seeing the living seawalls, walk around the gardens and see the living seawalls, see what's happening in the sea as well as what's happening in the trees and plants, and become a premier destination for tourism in Sarasota Bay.
A big idea to shape the future of the Gulf Coast.